on the upcoming season. 6. Premiere of Bones. A special request brings FBI Special Agent Booth back from Afghanistan and reunites him with Bones. Here's a peek.
So, was it dangerous in Afghanistan?
No. What I did was mostly administrative.
Because you seem really very heavily armed in this photograph.
How about you? Any headhunters or cannibals?
Daisy and I were attacked by some armed guerrillas, but I beat them up and we got away.
You beat up armed guerrillas?
I had to. You weren't there to save me.
We're joined right now by the star of Bones, Booth himself, actor Dave Boreanaz. David, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Well,
Good morning.
Well, first off,
Will they or won't they?
Will they?
Will they, won't they? But they already are. That's the whole point. Everybody asks, will they, won't they? Are they going to get together? I mean, I think for the 5 seasons that the show's been on, it's always been that question. And the best thing about the chemistry of these two is that they are together. They're just not.
Well, people want to know if it's going to go to the next level.
Well, it will go to the next level because we're in season 6, and then once we get through season 6, maybe we'll go to the next level.
Maybe not. You've only had a kiss, right? At least on camera.
We've had, let's see, the first kiss was a Christmas kiss under the mistletoe.
What season was that?
That was season 3.
Okay, good.
Okay, and that was before the writer's strike.
Sure,
So
okay.
then we had the big kiss the end of season 4,
right,
which was this whole fantasy thing that we did at the end of the season. And then the end of last season, I poured my heart out to her, and she decided she wasn't ready. So I decided to go on with my life, and the whole team gets separated. And the start of season 6, we all get back together, and things have changed, and Booth has found a new love interest.
Oh,
but it's
pressure!
On.
He is just moved on in a way that's good for him right now.
But here's the thing, David. When you go, do you go into character? Because Steve is in this character. He'll act like this all day, and then at night he'll act like himself. Do you bring your character home with you?
No, I do not.
Like
I do not bring the character. If I would do that, my wife would be very upset with me. No, the character stays on the set.
I'm seeing somebody else, honey.
No, the character stays on the set. That's it. I hit my marks, and that's the end of it. So.
Oh, that's great. Speaking of the end of it, you know, with a lot of TV shows, you know, it might go, if you're lucky, you make it one whole season. This show is going and going. Look, you're on DVD. The last season is available right now. This is, for an actor in this business, you got to be going, jackpot.
Well, no, you're just very fortunate. I mean, when you start on a project like this, especially with a pilot, you're just hoping that it gets made, and then it gets picked up, and then you find yourself in this kind of journey, and it becomes something else. It's this other animal that you have to try to understand. And just being fortunate to work on the pilot and get through the pilot and then maintain itself for X amount of seasons is you can't take that for granted. You just have to continue to do the work, and then we find ourselves in season 6, so we're all very.
And you know you've made it when you're asking the situation from Jersey Shore to be on the show.
That's a really funny show. That was the 3rd episode we shot this year, and we're looking forward to that show. And it was exciting to see the Jersey Shore come to Los Angeles. You know, being from Philadelphia, I'd always go down the Jersey Shore, and it was a bit of a reunion for what I was. The outfits haven't changed. It's still, it literally is still the same. I mean,
it's called a bikini day.
I think the hair has gotten bigger.
Yeah, well, maybe.
The hairspray.
Let's talk about what you're also involved in, which is a big event tomorrow night, Stand Up to Cancer.
Yeah, it's something that I'm involved with, and it's my first time being involved with this. And you know, all the donations go to research and science. Obviously, anybody who's been affected by cancer, and I have myself had family members who have passed from this horrible disease, and you know, it's raising awareness, and it's crippling, and it's time to stand up, and that's what it's all about. And you know, donations can be
called in during the show. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow night on Fox, ABC, CBS, NBC. Tons of celebrities like yourself will be there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Any celebrity you're looking forward to meeting backstage?
You know, I'm more of the sports-oriented person. So when you meet a sports figure, I'm always kind of like, wow. Because I love sports, and you know.
We had Joe Montana here yesterday.
Oh, that must have been great.
It was.
Yeah.
That must have been fantastic.
Almost
should have been here yesterday.
That would have been amazing.
Right. And I heard you play fantasy football.
Big fantasy football person. Yeah, huge. Yeah, huge.
That's what we
Season
hear.
starts today, so it's a big. Yeah, we had our draft 2 days ago.
Vikings or Saints?
I'm actually picking the Ravens to win the Super Bowl this year. I think it's going to be Cowboys, Ravens, and the Super Bowl. I think the Ravens are going to pull it out.
I have Giants and Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm sorry, but they're not going to beat the Eagles this year.
They're not going to beat the Eagles. Are the Eagles even trying this year?
Would you like to make a gentleman's bet?
Yes, I would.
Okay, fine.
I like to. You get to do the weather for a week.
Done deal.
All right,
if
good.
the Eagles,
Steve, you're in this.
You're in on this? You saw it.
Okay.
I got history on the weather. I know how to do that.
Oh,
That's
really?
true. That's right.
right.
You're right.
Exactly.